What's going on, guys? How y'all doing? So Genshin Impact's first official event just dropped, the Elemental Crucible. So we're going to be talking all about, is it worth your time? How do you actually get into the event? And should you be running it right here on the channel? So first of all, let's talk about what you need to do before you do this event. First of all, you got to be adventure rank 20 and you got to complete the first quest. So let's jump into Genshin and we'll take a look at where you can start that first quest. So to start this event, you're going to come right here in Mondstadt. If you don't know where this is right at the crafting bench, right next to one of the teleport waypoints. And you're going to talk to Timaeus right there. He's going to initiate the quest. Once you get the quest, all you have to do is navigate right over to the Thousand Winds Temple, and that is where the Crucible is, and that's where we're going to cut to right now. And now that you've completed the quest, we are here at the Thousand Winds Temple. So before we actually get into playing the event, I'll let you guys know all the details surrounding the event because, let's be honest, I probably won't be able to hit all the details while I'm playing. Not that it's a super stressful event. It's a pretty easy event to follow. So how do we go about completing this event? Well, you come up to the Elemental Crucible here, you ignite it, it finds a team for you. Unless you're already in a party, then you go in and you start playing. So what is the gameplay actually like? Well, there are elemental clots that you'll find littered all over the ground that you'll need to pick up and bring back here. You're going to go through certain stages. Eventually there's a progress bar that's going to fill up at the top of your screen. Once it's filled up, you complete the event. There will be waves of mobs coming in that spawn randomly. And honestly, those aren't the way how you progress the event. Really, the only way to progress is to get those elemental clots and bring them to the Crucible. As you're going, you may see, depending on how I play this, you will notice that you can only pick up elements of one type. So you can't be carrying around like a Hydro Clot and a Cryo Clot, only one of each type. And you'll be able to carry 3 at the same time. You'll notice that there are big clots and little clots. Obviously, the big ones progress your bar faster, the little ones slower, but they still do progress. Of note, there will occasionally be a notification that pops up that a certain element will be able to be transferable better or faster, whatever the terminology they use is. You want to pick these up first. They will progress the Crucible faster, in which case you will complete the event faster. The faster you complete it, the more rewards you can get. So let's talk quickly about the rewards you can get, because obviously that's what everyone wants to know. So if we come up here to the event guide, we can look at the Alchemy Handbook. Now this is where kind of all your challenges are. So these aren't necessarily what you're going to have to use resin to get, because yes, this event does cost resin to collect your rewards. I know people aren't crazy about that. That's a whole nother topic, not for this video. I've actually already covered that on a video, which I will link up there if you want to go check it out. But that all aside, so basically you go through and you have certain challenges that you have to meet. Honestly, they're not that difficult. I've only completed like 4 of this event and I already have a bunch collected here, and really the ones that I have are just time based. You know, complete 20, you know, I have to do 20. So, or it looks like I've actually done 6. The other rewards you can get, there are new battle pass rewards. If we go up here to the battle pass real quick. So if we come down to this BP period, if you do have the battle pass, you'll see here we have some new challenges, and honestly these get you a ton of levels, and you're pretty much going to get these already if you're going for the challenges. So super nice that we have those just to boost up your BP a little bit. And then lastly, we have the rewards from the event itself. For each run, you're looking at 200 adventure rank experience, 11 to 12 mid-tier experience, and 7 to 8 high tier experience. Now, how do these compare to ley lines? Because ley lines only cost 20 resin while these cost 40. Well, your rewards are a little bit less. There was a Reddit user on the Genshin Impact subreddit that actually broke it down how effective it was to do these versus ley lines. It is a little bit more effective in terms of the rewards you get to go ahead and collect from these if you need experience. However, in terms of time, the ley lines are better. So I'm assuming that this will be the better case scenario if you're looking for the experience, because I know a lot of people are complaining there's not a lot to do. So if you're looking for something to do and you need experience, these are going to be more worth it than ley lines. And lastly, you can collect a little bit of rewards, I believe, if you roll with the same crew several times in a row. I haven't actually seen anything about this online, but I did notice that when I ran with the same crew a couple times in a row, I started getting a little bit of rewards, and it wasn't costing any resin. I wasn't collecting from the Crucible. It was only like a couple experience books and a couple weapon enhancement crystals. It wasn't much, but it was a little bit. So I don't actually know how these work, but if you're running with the same crew, you might be able to get a little bit of extra rewards. And speaking of the crew, whatever team you're running with, you will be using the same world rank system as co-op. So depending on what the lowest world rank is on your team, you will be joining that world. And that's notable because one of the challenges is complete the Crucible in under 3 minutes, but you do have to be at the same world level as the host. So you will have to complete that, or you will have to find a team that is all the same world level or higher than you. So I guess there's really nothing else to talk about except we're gonna jump right in. Now, I didn't say it up front, but this is actually the second time I'm recording this. The first time the audio went, and if you've been to my stream, you know that audio is something that I struggle with. It is not me personally struggle with, but for whatever reason, my gear and my computer just does not like audio. So we're going through this all a second time. Hopefully it goes better than the first time, though. The first time took way too long. I don't know what was up with that team. So basically, like I said, these enemies are going to be spawning in. While these don't directly increase your progression towards the Crucible, you do have to kill them so that they spawn new waves. As more waves spawn, you'll get more elite enemies, and when you defeat the elite enemies, you will see here shortly that there is a little bit of a notification that pops up where more clots will be spawning. And like I said, sometimes you will get charged with a certain element, in which case you will want to collect that element first, so that way you can increase the progression of the Crucible. So we're just kind of going around here killing mobs. I apologize if you can hear the clicking of my keyboard. This is actually not my normal keyboard. I had to buy a new motherboard because I bought a new capture card, and then when I got the new motherboard, I realized that there was no onboard Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So I'm currently actually waiting for a Wi-Fi card to come in the mail today. So hopefully this is the once and only time that you guys actually have to deal with this. Again, I do apologize for that. We do strive for best quality possible here on the channel and on the stream. So hopefully you guys don't have to deal with that too much longer. So we're just kind of going around. At this point, honestly, I'm probably going to end up cutting the video until the end. We're actually only a minute and a half in, so we'll probably go for another minute. See where we're at progression-wise. This one is going a little bit faster than the last one I was in, but slower than the others that I was doing this morning. The crew that I was running with this morning was pretty consistent in terms of they could get it done in 3 minutes. And that seemed like a pretty decent time. I wasn't too upset with that. But we do just got to clear these mages. So team composition is, you know, somewhat important. There are going to be enemies like these mages that come up and they have shields. So if you want to clear this faster, you know, you're going to want to bring a fire hero, which we don't have. We actually had a Diluc this morning, so maybe that is playing a little bit of role. So you can see here, I've been inoculated with cryo. So if I grab some cryo clots, and there's actually no clots on the field at all. All right, so now I'm cutting because there are more clots. So you can see I just collected a bunch of cryo clots because I am inoculated by cryo. So if I grab the cryo clots, I'll be able to help out my team and increase the progression on the Crucible. So we'll go ahead and grab these, and this should be the last one we need potentially. There we go. Transmutation complete. So that's how we finish, and our end time is 4 minutes. It's a little bit slower than I've been used to. You see here some badges of just, you know, different achievements people hit. Not that big of a deal, doesn't really mean anything. So click here to exit. Now, if you want to collect your rewards, you can hit here. You can hit F, and just like you would in any other ley line or boss, you can spend your resin to collect. However, if you don't want to collect, you can either continue rolling with the crew you're on, like right here. I'm not going to be continuing on. And then if you want, you click up here in the co-op tab and you leave your team, and it'll bring you right back to your single player world. So guys, that's pretty much it for the Elemental Crucible. It's not something that's too difficult or too complex, but it's the first event, and you know what? You get some free rewards, so why not jump in there for, you know, an hour, collect some free rewards, and then get right out of there. So if you guys like the content and you want to see more from me, head over to my Twitch page, twitch.tv/xjazz207. I stream there 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Or if you want to subscribe right here on YouTube, you can support us that way. But guys, that's all I have for today. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.